So, hello, welcome to the Talk Tonight podcast. I'm joined with Georgia and Joe Wright to discuss his new single, You Know I Know. How are you doing, Joe?
Yes, Sam, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Georgia?
Good.
So, first of all, obviously the release got a bit delayed. Could you tell us why that happened?
Yeah, there was. It was a bit of a weird one because when the song was originally uploaded, it got put onto another Joe Wright, basically. So on Spotify, it was listed under another Joe Wright. So basically, I didn't want that to happen, so I needed to get that took down as soon as possible. And luckily, that's all sorted now, so it's all good to go.
Nice one. How was the immediate reaction been to the single?
Yeah, it's been really good, to be honest with you. I had an email from BBC the other day telling me that they wanted to play the song I'm introducing WM on Saturday, which was it was mad really because like I haven't like released anything prior, so with that being the first day the song's out and then that happening as well, it was a bit of a mad experience. But yeah, it's been really good. Everybody's enjoyed the tune, and yeah, looking forward to releasing some more songs.
Nice.
It's a good tune. I saw you were on. You were going to be on BBC introducing. Do you think that's going to be like your little breakthrough, even with your debut single?
I'd really like it to be, but you know, it's one of them. I mean, I'd love to say that it would all just like be up and up and up from here, but you can never anticipate what's going to happen. And obviously, I'm going to continue to release tunes. I'm going to continue to work hard and make sure I can get my name out there.
So, how come you've gone into music? Like, where did your influences start?
Do you know what? When I was in school, I literally had like no interest in like doing music, like picking your options at school and that. Like that was literally like the furthest thing that I was thinking about. I wanted to be a personal trainer originally, and basically that just like went down the pan because I just completely lost interest with it. But when I was in school, I was listening to guys like Oasis, The Verve, Stone Roses, but I never really thought that I would want to go down the path of releasing music. And then one year for my birthday, I got gifted a guitar, and I was like, I might as well have a go, like, see what it'd be like to play and learn it and that. And then it just progressed, and I got better and better, and then I got to the point where I was confident enough in myself that I thought I was able to write songs and release them, and here we are.
Nice. I saw that you've on like your Spotify page and stuff. You put that you've got influences from like Liam Gallagher, Richard Ashcroft, Ian Brown, kind of thing. So they're all like absolute Britpop legends. Do you think you could kind of be the new face of the Britpop revival, which is about?
Oh, I mean, I'd love that. Obviously, if that ever came to be, that'd be a dream come true. Being able to say that I was on par with those legends, but you know, it's one of them. Look for the likes of Liam and Oasis and things like that. The way that Oasis look at the Beatles, that's how I look at them, and I want to be like on par on that level. They wanted to be like the Beatles. I want to be like Oasis. So it's that same sort of thing. I'd love to be on that level.
Would you say Oasis are like one of your biggest influences? Because when I listen to the track, I feel like you've got a bit of a Liam Gallagher sort of vibe to your vocals.
I thought that as well when I first listened. I was like, that's Liam Gallagher.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd probably say Oasis is probably my biggest influence. I feel like that their sound is just perfect. I just everything about them, they just are rock to me, rock and roll. That's what they are. Obviously, I think with what's gone on between them, I'd love them to get back together, but I can't see it happening.
Definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. I feel like it would be so overhyped with that.
Yeah, I think every man and a dog would want to tick into that gig, and there would be like, as much as I'd want one, and I'll do anything to get one, but you know, it'd be very difficult to cater to everybody's needs, because like with Oasis, a lot of people, they say like, I prefer the early years or I like the later years. I don't really know who prefers the later years. Personally, I would say the later years, but there are some people. But yeah, I think I saw Noel say something that they would broadcast it on TV if there was to ever reunite, because he couldn't cater to like everybody, and everybody wouldn't be able to get a ticket. But I think everybody would just want to be there, so it'd be a bit of a difficult one.
I think. Oh, sorry, carry on.
Get that.
Yeah, they'd have to do like 52 nights at Networth to get everybody to come out.
Even a bit more maybe. Yes.
Things that it's been like so overhyped. Like, will they, won't they get back together? I feel like when they did, it would be underwhelming. I don't know if you saw Stone Roses when they got back together, because I saw them at Etihad opening night, and just like, even though it was absolutely amazing, and I was like, it was unbelievable, you know, seeing Stone Roses back together. But you know, if you compare it to how it was, it's not the same. It never will be.
Yeah, it's one of them really, because like the Roses, I could see them reuniting again. As much as the drummer and Ian, you know, they don't really get on at the moment. I just got this feeling that they could get back together again. But with Oasis, you know, Liam and Noel, they're at a point where they really don't like each other. But depending on whose side you're on, I mean, I've met Liam. I think he's a class guy, but I haven't met Noel. But I think at the moment people are leaning towards him more than anything.
How did you meet Liam? Sorry.
Oh, that was my bad, yeah. Basically, I was at the Peaky Blinders Festival in Birmingham, and he just got off the stage, and there was like, we was right at the front, and everybody was like going, and then I can see this mini crowd in the corner, like where like all the artists like congregate, like behind these big posts, and I'm thinking, I just had this feeling, I was like, Liam's over there. And I said it to my mate, and he was like, shut up, and I was like, yeah, he is. So I just ran, and I looked, and he was. And then I was like, oh, yes, Liam, like, yeah, legend, like, I love your music and that. And he like, high-fived me. And then he was like, that's what he said. And then he done one, but yeah, that was a mad day.
Do you think, if it was like Noel or Liam, obviously people sway towards Noel, but do you think Liam or Noel is the best songwriter out of the two?
Oh, it's definitely Noel. It's definitely the right struggle of doubt. But for me, as much as I love Oasis, I wouldn't actually say Noel is my favourite songwriter. I've got to say it's Richard Ashcroft. His lyrics are just unreal. I just find him just like the perfect songwriter for me.
Oh, God, yeah. Stepping back into like the Midland scene, so you've got so many bands and artists around you, like the Claws, Whiskers, in Coventry. Do you feel like you're up against them? Do you feel a bit pressured to be on par with them, or is it just kind of riding the wave with that? Just get on with it.
I think I'm doing my own thing, and I think, you know, it's one of them, because I want to be at the top, like, above everybody, not just the Midlands, everywhere. That's my goal. I want to be the best at what I'm doing. But you know, there are a lot of great bands in the Midlands. You've got, obviously, like I said, the Claws, Candid. I think there is a lot of competition, but you know what? I think it's one of them. Everybody's got the same goal, and if you're good enough, you're going to make it. That's the end of it.
Do you think you've got the ability? You got the self-belief?
I mean, I'd like to think so, but
seem like you've got the confidence, so you'll be fine.
Hope so.
So we're coming out of lockdown and things are starting to get back to normal. What are your plans coming out? Are you going to start gigging? More singles coming out?
Yeah, I've got a gig at the end of the month. It's with Snake All Music News. We're doing an acoustic 2-day session. There's a lot of good bands that are going to be there. I'm on the Saturday, it's August 29th, from 3:45 to 4:15. So if you live, I think it's in Oakham, Platform 1, the railway. That's where it's called, I think. So if you live around Oakham,
Easy plug.
Yeah. Yeah, as for songs, I think we'll see how the year goes and things like that. I mean, I'd like to get a lot more songs out. Like, I'd love to put them all out now, but obviously that's not going to happen. You know, I think it's difficult to say really, because obviously with the song just coming out, I'm not too sure. I'm just going to ride the wave and see what happens.
Do you think you could like experiment with different genres and sounds, or would you just stay safe and stick with like your Britpop indie kind of music?
Yeah, I think it'd have to be the right sort of direction. Like, I wouldn't just like, you know, get a choir and turn into an opera. Like, I couldn't go that far. But yeah, it'd have to be the right sort of thing. Like, I'm not too sure, to be fair, but yeah, it would have to be sort of something that would work for me and my music can suit where I'm at and where I'm going.
Well, I mean, you're really early into your career, like you said, it's only your first single. So have you got any more like in the pipeline? Have you got any written?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've got a lot more tracks. I've been writing for about 2 years, so there's a lot of tracks that are yet to be released. I do fluctuate between whether I think some songs are ready or not, but there are definitely songs that I've got that are ready to go. Like, I'll go into the studio tomorrow, get them all out, and get them ready to go.
Yeah, I was just about to ask whether you're doing it just on your own or in the studio, because have you got like a producer or are you doing it all yourself?
So when I recorded I went to a studio called Batty Studios with a guy called John. He was really helpful. He really liked the tune, liked my voice and that. He plays the lead guitar and the bass on the track. I play the rhythm. But I think as for the future and things like that with my sound, I am looking at getting a backing band, to play live, because it's just going to make the performance a lot better. Because like me on my own, you know, with the songs that I write and the songs that I make, it's going to sound a lot better with a drum kit behind it. You know, the big bass, the big heavy guitars and that.
Yeah, have you started looking into getting a band? Have you got any contacts?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things in the works. We're just going to see how they pan out and that. Been talking to a couple of people, but it's all a bit up in the air at the moment. But I think by the end of the year we'll have a backing band and we'll be able to, you know, next year I'll go full into it, get loads of gigs, get my name out there.
Nice.
I don't have any more.
Any more?
No.
All right, I do. So, Joe, you said 3 of your main influences are Oasis, The Verve, and the Stone Roses.
Yeah.
So, let's do like a snog, marry, avoid sort of scenario. If you had to have one headliner gig, one support, and you had to reject one, who would it be?
Oh, I think we know Oasis has got a headline, because, you know, that's just gonna be an unreal gig. I think looking at the way that the Roses came out in 2016 with their last reunion tour, and looking at the way the crowd was, obviously, like you saying, you was there at those reunion gigs, so you'll know yourself that the atmosphere was just unreal. I wasn't there personally, but I could see how it looks like through social media and things like that, so that would have to be support. And then, unfortunately, you know, the Verve, I'll probably have to reject them, but, you know, we could probably, you know, sort something out.
Second night you can do that. Mad.
Amazing stuff. So I've just got one more question. I'm going to put you on the spot a bit here. What's your favourite song of all time?
Oh God. I mean, it's probably Champagne Supernova, to be honest with you, because it's just, I can't even explain why. It's a song about nothing. Like, it's literally, it's just nonsensical. But it's just a brilliant tune, and when you hear it live, it just connects with you. But yeah, there's a lot of great songs, not just by Oasis. Like, I don't want to get this perceived. think that I'm just
Yeah.
an Oasis fanboy. Like, I'm not going to come out next week with the Parker. But yeah, there's a lot of great bands out there, but obviously Oasis being my biggest influence, and I'll probably say Champagne Supernova being my favourite song.
I would probably say that is one of my favourite Oasis songs, along with Whatever. I mean, like you just said, it's about nothing. Noel said that. He said the lyrics aren't about anything, but when you see people screaming it, with a hat in their hands, that's when it means something.
Yeah,
And that's
definitely.
That's what music is. What music is. Joe, thank you for your time. Anyway, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
No worries.
And so you can stream You Know I Know. Links in the description below. You can find all our socials and all Joe's as well. Thank you for watching. Cheers.